I've been learning and working as a data scientist for almost 5 years. During the final semester of my master's degree, my master thesis was on predicting the sugar level in diabetic patients. And that brought me to the world of predictive analysis. Fast forward to today, I've been working as a data scientist for 5 years at various companies. In this video, I will review my career year by year to share with you my lessons, successes, failures, and experiences that has brought me this far. And I hope you learn one or two things from it. In the final semester of my master's degree, my master thesis was focused on forecasting sugar level in diabetic patients. Although the project wasn't directly related to machine learning as we know it now, I think it really helped me to prepare my mind. So when a friend shared with me about learning data science on DataQuest, I think I was really ready to. And I was excited to as well because I was already introduced to the world of predictive analysis. In the first months, I started learning on DataQuest and I actually just enjoyed it. I think because of my background in mathematics, everything just sort of fell in line. What I enjoyed most around here was the possibility of building machine learning projects in the comfort of your room that could be used by everyone around the world. After learning online for a while, the same friend actually recommended attending data science retreat to me. Data science retreat is a 3-month intensive data science bootcamp here in Berlin. After completing the bootcamp, I got a job after 6 weeks. I explained everything that happened between me learning and completing this bootcamp and getting a job in a separate video which you can find somewhere here. Now, the first year was full of learnings and my main takeaway would be to start simple. Don't start by taking some complex course or waiting for the perfect course. Start simple and usually online and build from there. And this is the advice I tend to give people as well today. If you want to learn data science, just pick up a course, maybe on DataCamp or DataQuest, go at your pace, and maybe this could even be a test for you to figure out if you really want to be in this field or not. So the advice here is to start simple. In my second year in data science, I already had a job. I was working as a data scientist, but I was largely focused on procurement data. In my second year, I also started teaching data science first at a bootcamp called Utiva in Lagos, Nigeria, and then at my previous bootcamp that I attended, Data Science Retreat Berlin. In my role as a data scientist, I built machine learning models with tree-based algorithms like random forest, gradient boosted trees, and the likes. I also got to use cloud-based technologies, I think very well for the first time, especially Databricks. In my role, I also got exposed to collaboration with other data scientists and data engineers in working on data problems. This was specifically new to me because largely when I was learning data science, it was mostly me working alone. So now coming into the team, I had the opportunity to work with many other data scientists, data engineers, learning from them and gleaning off their own knowledge base as well. Teaching and sharing my knowledge really helped me in revisiting the basics a lot of times, and often in teaching others, I got to learn as well myself. So because I have to teach, I have to prepare, I have to read, and I also have to answer questions. And I think this really helped me to understand a lot of basics and to revisit them a lot of times. My key takeaway from this year is the importance of mastering the basics and public knowledge sharing. This is also something I advise people to do. If you're learning something, share on LinkedIn, share to your friends, and you actually find that that also comes with a lot of benefits. In my third year, I got an opportunity to join my current employer, Free to Move. One of the main reasons I joined was the possibility to get exposed to more data science and more machine learning problems. Here, I was directly involved in building and maintaining ETL pipelines, which was more data engineering. Important to say at this point that earlier I had attended a data engineering bootcamp in my second year, and so being able to use the skills was such a great opportunity for me. I was also involved in building more complex machine learning models like the mixed marketing model for balancing advertisements as well across different marketing channels, and as well as a customer segmentation algorithm for the company, putting them into production. Yeah, I felt like, you know, I was really soaring as a data scientist. It was a new experience for me and I really loved it. I think the one challenge I had that year was the pace at which work was going in my new place. Previously, I was at a company where things could take some time. It was a large company, it was a large data science unit, and things could take some time. And now I worked in a startup where they wanted you to get things done already by yesterday. Of course, this was challenging at first, but now I think I'm pretty much used to it. Let me know in the comment section if you think you prefer to work at a startup or you prefer to work at a large company. In my 4th year, I got the opportunity to lead my team. Now the stakes were different, and alongside being responsible for my own work as a data scientist, I was also now responsible for the work of other data analysts and other data scientists. It meant supervising the complete lifecycle project, hiring people, seeing people leave. It was a completely different ballgame because now I was in leadership. Now I had a different exposure, and it was at this point I began to understand the importance of thinking in terms of value as a data person. You know, when I get into meetings talking with my head offs and the like, what they want to really hear me present to them or talk to them is not how fancy my machine learning models were, but how much value I was able to bring to the company or my team was bringing to the company. And this would help us when we make arguments for promotions or salary increase or an extra headcount and the likes. And this is why I say that as a data scientist, it is not just enough to just see your work done, write your code, put your machine learning models into production, or if you're a data analyst, just build dashboards and just hand it over, but really get the company to use them to bring about value for the company. I think it was in the 4th year where I really began to learn all of these things. Recently, in my 5th year in, I found myself being some sort of generalist. Building ETL pipelines, which is the work of a data engineer, building machine learning models, which is what a data scientist should do, or sometimes building dashboards. Of course, this helps me be better involved in the processes of my team and in supporting others as well. The question is, do you necessarily have to be a generalist as a data scientist, or is it good? Well, not really. It's a choice that you have to make yourself. You could decide to be a specialist, just focusing on particular areas of science, marketing, and the likes. But I have to say that I've enjoyed working as a generalist, doing all of these things and learning, and I think that those skills will come in handy in the future. Lately, I've continued doing what I've been doing in previous years, sharing my thoughts on YouTube like I'm doing now, teaching data science, also a data science retreat, and staying interested in the latest trends and algorithms in the data science world. Of course, there is also my work as a data scientist in my present company, and if you want to know more about that, check out this video here. Check it out, and I'll see you soon. Bye.